Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Tales podcast with your friend Ankita Juneja, back again with another interesting episode for all of you. Before I start today's episode, I would like to request you, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of this tribe. It helps us to reach to more people, and this way you can be updated and we can be connected. So, further ado, let's start today's episode. Let me give a little disclaimer. This episode can trigger you, and it is intentional so that you start thinking beyond your limitations. This episode is about dreaming big. Yes, as simple dreaming big sounds, it is not that simple. Otherwise, everyone would have achieved and dreamed big. Firstly, as we all know, everything that has ever been done, it starts with an idea. Firstly, we get an idea, we start thinking on it, we start visualizing on it, and that's how we start taking action and we make a dream a reality. But sadly, what I see is people are afraid of dreaming big because there is lot of mental toughness that is required there. Dreaming big comes with a risk because there is no assurance that your dream will become a reality. But I can just say one thing from my experience. I don't know where your dreaming big will take you, but it will definitely teach you a lot. It will tell you a lot of things about yourself which you were not aware of, because once you start dreaming big, your action won't be the same as it used to be before. You will start taking different action so that you can execute the thing that you want to manifest, and in doing so you will see that you will disappoint a lot of people, because not everyone has this desire to do lot of great things in life. Most of the people are just comfortable living a normal life, which is okay. I'm not saying that that is wrong or you are right. The thing is, if you're here, I am assuming you are working for your betterment and you want growth in life. It doesn't have to be like today you just decide to change the world. No, the change starts from you. When you know where you are going, you will see that you become more mindful with your time and your action. You will start doing things which are in alignment with the things and the place you want to go. You know, the most successful people have one thing in common. They are more productive with their time because they know time and energy is limited. You don't have infinite energy because you cannot be on the go. At that point of time, it becomes even more essential to prioritize what really matters to you. Let me give you an example over here. Lately, I have given myself this task to be in the creative zone where I'm doing something daily creatively, and I know if I want to put my energy into it. I'm saying this because I'm experiencing this. The more I want to put my energy into creative thing, I have to cut down, I have to let go of all the distraction. I have to become more mindful, more constrained with where my time and energy is going. Even with the thought, it's not like energy just get leaks when you're taking action. Energy also gets depleted by thoughts. So you will see that mental resilience is a big thing that you will see in all the high achiever peoples, because if your mind is all over the place, that means somewhere you are lacking that discipline that is needed to take a consistent action. So it's not about you draining your physical energy, but at times your mental energy also gets drained on the things that is not necessary to you. But when you know you're aiming for something, when you're working for something, you will see that you are just focused with your thoughts, your action, and everything will be aligned towards that task you want to achieve. You know, mostly people are comfortable just doing 9 to 5 job because it is like they are just given a task, they are performing, and the role is over. I'm not saying there is anything wrong, but I am talking to the people who want to do something different, something extraordinary, and for that you cannot be in this mindset of 9 to 5 job, because understand this thing, when you are doing something on your own, you are not doing 9 to 5 job, you are actually doing 24 hours job. Yes, that's why most of the people don't dream to do this, because when you're doing something of your own, at that time there is no this time limitation, because when you have this creative energy, you perform, but also there is one more biggest responsibility that comes with doing your own thing is you have to get this thing done. Over there, it cannot just be like you're just performing for certain hours. Until that task is not done, you are performing. That's why not everyone opt for such things. But once you start exploring this route, you will see that there is a different kind of a transformation that you're seeing. There is a different kind of satisfaction that you will have, because something meaningful, something which is beyond your own capacity will ask you and it will demand you to perform in different way. And I can say I have been in the both side, where I was doing 9 to 5 job, I was hustling, I was doing all these things, and today I am on a side where I'm just doing my own stuff. I can say this comes with lot of challenge because there is lot of uncertainty, but also the reward is bigger because it teaches you how to deal with any tough situation. If you're an entrepreneur, you will see that your mental resilience is much stronger, and somewhere you can adjust in any situation because it comes with lot of responsibility, risk and challenges of its own. That's why entrepreneurship teaches you lot of things which I don't think a job can even teach you. And this makes you a different personality itself, because you start understanding a layer, a side of you which you were not aware of. And all these dreaming bigs come from a place where you are impacting other people, where you are helping other people along your own journey. And one thing I can say, dreaming big is a blessing. Not everyone is blessed to have these bigger dreams, because everyone has a different journey, so there is no right or wrong way. But if you are in a similar journey like mine, I can just say you one thing: the more you allow yourself to dream big, to go beyond your own expectation, each time you will be amazed and astonished to see your own side, and you will feel like, wow, it even existed. You did not knew that before. It makes you more aware about yourself. And I think the best person that can ever exist is a self-aware person. And this is not just about dreams. You will see this in other areas of your life also. You will become more risk taker. You will become more humble and grounded in any situation, because this dreaming big, this taking action teaches you a lot along the journey. And also, I want to say one more thing over here. Yes, initially things looks harder. Keep doing hard things until it becomes easy. Once it becomes your second nature, everything will start flowing through you. Anything that you start, initially it feels tougher, it feels harder because it's an unknown territory. But more you do it, more you take action. Just like we get used to with our friends, the more we know them. Similar are the things which you are working upon. The more you spend time honing your craft, doing your things and getting better at your skill set, you will see that you are becoming better and it is becoming your second nature. Now for me, it is much easier to convey my message thought through podcast or through videos. But initially, when even I started, I used to come across as a very blank person. I used to come across as a lost person, because I also used to process my thoughts. I have never ever scripted any videos or my podcast. I'm always spontaneous with this thing, and I just let my thoughts flow through it. That's why sometimes it feels like it comes as repetitive. Sometimes it just comes as out of the blue. But that's how I function. If I just script everything, I just feel like it is so made up, and I don't function that way. So I just let words flow through me. I am in sync and I'm just giving my 100%. Whenever I'm doing my work, whether it's podcast or YouTube, there is nothing else that is going inside of my mind. I'm 100% present, just thinking about my podcast or my video, and I'm doing my best. I don't think about tons of other things I need to do after this, or all the pressure I have. When I'm doing my podcast or YouTube, I'm just into it. And when you are so focused in doing anything that you're doing, you will see that you're able to deliver it better. And it is just a practice. Each time I do something, I just find myself like, okay, I'm doing it better. And that is the best way to compare your success. I always say you are not here to impress anyone, not to prove anyone. The only benchmark you have to go and check is, are you performing better than your last one? If yes, it's absolutely good and fantastic place to be in. You're doing good, but you will only improve when you do things. The more you do anything, that's how you become better at doing it. There is no other way about. And for me personally, I feel if I don't set bigger dreams, I feel like I'm not pushing my comfort zone, and there is nothing newness, because if I'm not setting a high standard for myself, that means I'm not pushing my limitation. So yes, there is a time when I'm consistently doing something, but back of my mind I'm also like, okay, what next I can do, how I can level up things. So there is always this growth mindset that is involved, and I always keep on learning, educating myself. When I'm not doing podcast or I'm not recording my videos, my most of the time goes into reading, into listening to podcasts, into researching about things, because that's how even I keep myself updated and I recharge myself by educating myself. Education is the biggest power which you can have. Not everyone is blessed to have this kind of an understanding, and everyone is not privileged to be educated also. I feel so blessed that I have this privilege to educate myself. Yes, it takes effort and it takes dedication from you to go and educate yourself. The more I educate myself, I feel like little I know. There is so much to know, and that is a quality of high achievers. The people who dream big, the people who want to do so many things, they will always have this thing in common: a learning attitude. Because when you are a learner, when you are a seeker for life, you will be amazed how life teaches you and how beautifully you craft your life just because you are a seeker and learner. And it's my wish and pray, if one thing you can take from this episode, it would be dream big and don't limit yourself, because dreams have no limitation. But also don't mistake it by dreaming only. You have to take action. Otherwise, it will be a wishful thinking. If you want to achieve something, it has to be backed up with action, because without action, it's just a wish, it's just a thought. And I can say from reading about so many people and from my own journey, if you keep going, if you stay longer, eventually you will see things beyond your own imagination. Just keep taking action and have this never give up attitude, because if you don't give up, if you stay in the game for longer, you will see that eventually something will click, something will work out. And this is not I'm saying from my own insight and experience. I listen this from many people who have actually done it. This is the key. This is the common thing I find in all those people who have ever achieved anything. They have never given up. They are consistent and they have this approach of just taking action and keep going. If you have this thing, trust me friends, you will be amazed to see where your life will take you and how it will reward you. And we all will embrace this journey together. The reason I go so bold and I say all this thing, because it will be my benchmark too. Come back to this episode when I am one step ahead in future. It is like documenting your journey. So mostly I'm doing the same thing with my podcast and YouTube, because someday when I actually achieve it, at that point of time, I will go back to this thing and I will share this with the people who actually want to walk in the similar path. So it's like I am just, documenting my journey. You can do the same, because at times you don't do things just to get outer approval. You do it for your inner satisfaction. Today when I go back to 1 year previous video, I laugh on it because I feel how funny I was. But that's how Ankita began her journey. And I will even laugh on the videos and the contents I'm making today, because I'm always evolving. We all are always evolving. But sadly, we don't give that much of effort to go and look back, because we have not documented the journey. So document your journey, because you will be amazed. You will be happy to see how far you have come. So this was all about dreaming big. Document your journey. Go in this ride with yourself. Explore your possibilities, because the universe is vast and there is endless possibilities and opportunity for all of us. It only takes your willingness to go, take action and explore the possibilities. And I hope this episode will inspire you to start a different journey, to dream big, to take that action, and I will always be here as your cheerleader, as your support system. Whenever you need me, know that your friend Ankita is always here by your side. Now, I'm looking forward to read your comment. Let me know in the comment section what part of this episode resonated with you. What is your journey? Where do you want to go? I'm looking forward to read your comment. So feel free, and please don't be this reserved person where you're just keeping things to yourself. Start sharing, because more you share, you will see that you're gaining confidence. So don't be afraid of judgment. Even I used to be in this place before where I used to feel like people will judge. Trust me, no one gives a damn. But it will help you to come out of your shell. That's why in each episode and podcast, I say I'm looking forward to read your comment, because I'm genuinely curious to know your story, so that if I can help you in some way, I'll be more than happy to do that. I'm looking forward to see you in my next episode. Sending you lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye.